Today, people from Aamjiwnaang took their fight to Toronto, telling politicians they need to do more to protect them from toxic emissions. The government says they are taking action, but advocates say it's not fast enough.
We want to be part of the solution. We want to feel that the air we are breathing is not slowly killing us.
Aamjiwnaang sits on the edge of a massive petrochemical complex in southern Ontario. The 900 people living here have a higher risk of getting cancer and are more likely to develop asthma. Air monitors record certain emissions, and they trigger alerts to stay indoors.
We do have a large number of people that do suffer from respiratory illnesses, and so our level that triggers children to remain indoors is with the understanding that they may already have a respiratory issue because of where we live.
If sulfur dioxide levels hit 70 parts per billion, an alert forces industrial companies to cut back production to reduce emissions. Aamjiwnaang wants Ontario to lower that alert trigger to 10 parts per billion, saying it's backed by Ontario's own air quality standards.
We've had conversations going back years, and yet they just sort of play the game of pass the buck.
Can the minister explain why these regulations have not been updated?
The acting environment minister did not answer that direct question.
We recognize Aamjiwnaang's First Nations long-standing concerns about the impacts of air pollution in their community.
Ontario did introduce regulations 2 years ago that will reduce sulfur dioxide emissions 2 years from now. This is part of Aamjiwnaang's continued push for tighter regulations after declaring a state of emergency that continues today, caused by another air quality concern, benzene. The government revoked an operating permit for neighboring chemical plant Ineos after it emitted high levels of a cancer-causing chemical, and the plant is now permanently shutting down.
Aamjiwnaang will no longer be known as the community that's victims of Chemical Valley, but we will be known for our environmental leadership. Ahaw, Chimiigwech.
Chris Hensing, CBC News, Windsor.